Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Homecoming Coronation. Tonight, we will be introducing you to some students who show high academic standing and social involvement on campus. Up first, we have our freshman class representative, Julia Trotti, escorted by Luke Manaski. Julia will be majoring in speech language pathology and audiology. She serves on the music and ministry team, the chapel band, and is part of the NSSLHA, the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association. She credits her parents as being her biggest influence. Julia has this to say about her parents. "They have taught me what it means to love Christ with all that I am and pursue him daily. They've also shown me how to be disciplined and work hard at everything I do. I am beyond blessed to get to be their daughter." After graduation, Julia would like to work with kids as a speech language pathologist. Freshman class representative, Julia Trotti. Next is our sophomore class representative, Savannah Sparks. Savannah was not able to be here this evening as she had clinicals, but we will share her information with you. Savannah is a nursing major with an intercultural studies minor. She has been involved with the Escape Zone Cosmo group, small groups, Ignite Club, and intramurals. Her father has been her greatest impact. She shared this about her dad. "I really admire the man and father he has become, despite anything life has brought him. He has such a steadfast faith as well as love for others. He reflects Christ through his love for the marginalized. He has an extremely hard work ethic and has exemplified to me the result of working hard and striving for his goals and the things he is passionate about." Savannah feels that God has called her to the mission field after graduation through nursing. She dreams of pouring into the physical and spiritual health of this broken world. She is excited to see what God has in store. Sophomore class representative, Savannah Sparks. Next up is your junior class representative, Grace Palia. Grace is not able to be here this evening, but we want to share more about her with you. Grace is currently a junior majoring in nursing. She spends her time studying in order to survive nursing school. She shared that her greatest influence has been her fiancé, Max Baker, because he fiercely pursues Christ and consistently advocates for the marginalized. Grace says that Max is the most patient person that she knows. After graduation, Grace plans to work as a pediatric nurse, start a family, and dance in her kitchen as often as possible. Junior class representative, Grace Palia. And now for your senior class representatives. First up is Samantha Collier. Samantha is escorted by Jake Glover. She is a communication sciences and disorders major with a minor in psychology. Samantha is a fourth-year varsity softball player. She is president of MVNU's chapter of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association and a student clinician at the Hunter Hall Clinic for Communication and Sciences Disorders. Samantha's greatest influence are her parents. She has this to share about them. "My mom has taught me how to be a Christ-like woman, love all people, and persevere through life's challenges. My dad has shown me how to pursue excellence, be a servant leader, and love God's creation. My mom and dad have helped me become the woman I am today, and I am forever thankful for them." After graduation, Samantha plans to attend grad school, earn an MA in speech language pathology, get married, and have a beautiful, crazy family. Her favorite part about MVNU has been meeting forever friends who push her towards Christ's calling for her life. Senior class representative, Samantha Collier. Your next senior class representative is Hannah Kutz, escorted by Max Lillo. Hannah is a social work major. She has served as a resident assistant, M2540 student coordinator, academic peer mentor, secretary for Koinonia Council, and a life group leader. Hannah's greatest influence is her grandmother Mary because of the humble life she lived. She welcomed and loved others and shared the gospel openly with other people. Hannah shared these words about her grandmother. "I always knew she was a safe place that I could count on in my childhood. Even on her deathbed, she still praised God for all his blessings in her life, despite all the pain that she was experiencing. As I continue to mature, I hope to leave a legacy of faith and God and his love for others during my time on earth. After graduation, Hannah plans to move to Dublin, Ohio, and finish her last semester of practicum at a child welfare agency in Columbus. After receiving her diploma next December, she plans to earn a master's in social work from Ohio State University and work at a child welfare agency. Hannah's favorite part about MVNU is the community and friendships that have been made these past 4 years. She shared that being an RA has allowed her to meet some of her closest friends and people that have impacted her testimony and walk with Christ. Hannah is extremely thankful to her professors, friends, and mentors that have poured into her over these last 4 years. She hopes to carry and create this same type of community once she leaves MVNU. Senior Class Representative Hannah Kutz. Our final Senior Class Representative is Stephanie Steele, escorted by her fiancé, CJ Utley. Steph is a public relations major. She is a 2-year resident assistant and is also a student worker in the student life and counseling departments. Steph is a 4-year admissions student worker where she is on the core team for Sunfest and assists with group visit days. She has also served on class council for 2 years as events director. Stephanie's greatest influence is her older sister, Stacy. She shared these words about her sister. She has shown me how to love well and how to do it when it seems like you don't have any more to give. She is who I want to be when I grow up. After graduation, Steph plans to move to the Columbus area and pursue a full-time job in the PR and marketing field. Her favorite part of MVNU is the people. She shares that this place has provided her with her very best friends and ones that she will have forever. Senior Class Representative Stephanie Steele. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back last year's Queen, Madison Miller, to crown this year's Queen. Your homecoming queen for 2020 is Stephanie Steele. Let's give another round of applause for our 2020 Queen, Stephanie Steele. Thank you for joining us for the 2020 MVNU Homecoming Coronation. We congratulate all of these incredible ladies of our 2020 Homecoming Court.
End of the national anthem. Joe Reinhardt and Colin Baschnagel with you as we get ready for tonight's matchup between the Cougars and the Gray Wolves from Lourdes University. And let's go ahead and get to the starting lineups. First of all, for Lourdes, starting at guard, a 5'10 sophomore from Toledo, Kenny Coleman. Starting at forward, a 6'6 junior from Middletown, number 11, Cliff Snow. He's the guy that Coach Renee talked about throughout the pregame show. Starting at guard, a 6'4 freshman from Toledo, number 14, Little Anderson. Yes, his first name is Little. And starting at center, a 6'9 junior from Toledo, that's Julian Egbo. And starting at forward, a 6'9 junior from Temperance, Michigan, number 41, that's Nick Welch. And for the Cougars, the starting lineup, a 6'2 junior from Marysville at guard, number 4, Jevin Knox. At the point guard, a 5'9 senior from Canton, number 10, Jacob Paul. At the other guard, a 6' senior from Ashland, number 11, Isaac White. The swing player at forward, a 6'6 sophomore from Lynchburg, Ohio, that's Eric McLaughlin. He wears number 12. And down in the middle, the 6'7 senior from Cincinnati, number 15, Austin Jones. So again, it's going to be Coleman, Snow, Anderson, Egbo, and Welch for Lourdes. Knox, Paul, White, McLaughlin, and Jones for the Cougars. MVNU coached by Jared Renee in his 6th season. Just had his 100th win on Tuesday night. He's assisted by Matt Bradley, Will Smith, Caleb Ochin, and Jason Renee. And Dennis Hobson is the head coach of Lourdes University. That's right, the same Dennis Hobson that was the All-American for Ohio State back in 1985 and 86. He's assisted by Jake Dupree. Lourdes University is in Sylvania, Ohio, which is up near Toledo. All right, what do you think? Early keys?
Well, Mount Vernon's got to come out ready to play. Lourdes has a tough schedule ahead of them, and if they can go ahead and get a quick lead, they can go ahead and put this one out of reach early. But Lourdes isn't a bad team. I expect this one to be tight. Mount Vernon really does need to get off to that hot start, though, shooting from 3.
One thing is that definitely Lourdes has an advantage inside because they have Egbo and Welch, who are both 6'9". And Mount Vernon has McLaughlin and Jones at 6'6" and 6'7". So, but again, the player the coach talked about, Cliff Snow from Middletown, very solid player. Mount Vernon comes in with a record of 3-0. Lourdes is 1-1, and away we go. And it looks like Lourdes made a substitution right before they brought in Sammer Jabbo. 21's going to start. So little change in the lineup. Anyway, Mount Vernon controls and they have the ball first, and they'll move from right to left. Or left to right, I should say, in this first half. Down Austin Jones with it. Jones gets around his man, goes right to the bucket as he went around Egbo. And Jones gets the first bucket of the game, and Mount Vernon leads 2-0, 25 seconds into the basketball game. Here's a jumper by Welch on the right wing. It's going to be no good from 3, and the rebound by Knox. Mount Vernon again, left to right. Lourdes will go right to left in this first half. Knox, the junior from Marysville, top of the key, off on the right wing to White. White will run it behind his back to McLaughlin between the circles. Now back on the wing, White finds an opening, pops from about 14 and hits. And Mount Vernon 2-2 from the field to start the game, and they lead 4-0. Pretty good start for the Cougars.
Yeah, and a good job there recovering after a possible disaster situation by Isaac White.
Coleman with the ball high on the right, top of the key. Welch again, fakes the 3, jumps in, draws contact with Knox, but can't get the runner to go. Egbo pulls down the rebound. Coleman with the basketball, top of the key, gets a screen from Egbo. Bounces it down inside to Welch. Welch backing in on Knox, backing in, double teamed. Egbo jumper from 16, that's good. And that makes it 4-2 Mount Vernon over Lourdes with 18.5 to go. Jacob Paul quickly into the forecourt for Mount Vernon, high on the left. Paul runs it over to the corner to McLaughlin, goes to the wing, stops at the foul line, keeps the dribble going, off to Knox, top of the key. Knox now between the circles, over on the wing to McLaughlin, right corner White. Good man-to-man defense right now is off the screen. White comes off of McLaughlin and drains the tray on the right wing. And Isaac White off to a great start with 5 points. Mount Vernon leads 7-2.
That's what's going to kill Lourdes today, that pick and pop there.
That was a great job by Mount Vernon there as Welch again gets it open from 3 at the top, and he misses again. And the rebound by Jevin Knox. So Welch is finding himself open, but so far hasn't been able to convert. Knox over to McLaughlin, 3-ball, left wing and air ball. And the rebound pulled down by Egbo. Here comes Lourdes on the run. Mount Vernon leads 7-2, 17:30 remaining in the first half, just getting started here at Ariel Arena. Nice job by Coleman as he blows past McLaughlin and lays it in low on the left. And Lourdes cuts the deficit to 3, 7-4. White into the forecourt, hands off top of the key. Jones, he hands it right back to Isaac. A long 3. That's going to be too strong off the back of the iron. And the rebound by Egbo. Off to Coleman, and here comes Lourdes. Again, pretty quick pace to start the game. Coleman, top of the key. Gray Wolves with Coleman driving low on the right, not able to get it to go off the window. The rebound by Knox. Here comes Mount Vernon on the run. Paul back to Knox, and Jevin, they're going to say he traveled. And so that's an early turnover by Mount Vernon. 7-4 our score with 16:51 remaining.
One thing to watch for in this game is how physical is Austin Jones going to be now that Lourdes has more length down low, if he's going to use his body instead of his size.
Mount Vernon 3 for 5 from the field. Lourdes 2 of 6 so far from the field in the early going. 16:39 to go. Nice feed to Egbo, and he's able to lay it up over Jones. Actually tossed it over Jones, and Egbo's got 4. 7-6 our score. Lourdes back to within 1. Paul out top. Jones fakes the 3, drives inside to the window. Can't get it to go. Nice defense by Egbo. Rebound pulled down by Anderson. Anderson into the forecourt. Hands it off to Coleman. Coleman guarded by Knox. Gets a screen from Egbo. The left-hander steps back. Top of the key. Now drives the left block and kicks it off to Jabbo. Or actually, no, this is Snow. Snow takes the jumper. That's no good. So Snow not able to convert as he came in for the first time. And White drives through the defense. Gets blocked by Egbo. Ball comes off to Anderson. Lourdes quickly down the floor, down by 1. Anderson in the right corner. Brings it out to the top of the key. Dribbles against McLaughlin. Gets a screen. Foul line jumper. Good.
And that's what's going to keep Lourdes in this game. If they can make plays down low, avoid the points in the paint.
Yeah, they got a superior height advantage, so Mount Vernon will have to counter that. McLaughlin for a 3 at the other side. That's good. So after Lourdes led 8-7, McLaughlin comes right back and knocks down a tray, and it's 10-8 Mount Vernon with 15:20 to go.
And Mount Vernon has 4 guys that can kill you from deep. You got to be careful of that you're not playing too hard down low on Austin Jones.
A lot of good three-point shooters on this Mount Vernon team, and 4 of them are on the floor right now. Welch bounce pass down on the baseline. Egbo on the right side. Egbo spins against McLaughlin and traveled with it. Took a little slide of the foot there, and we'll have our first media timeout. 15:02 remaining here in the first half. Mount Vernon 10, Lourdes 8. This is Cougar Basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Pond Tire Company for their support of our coverage of Cougar sports.
Pond Tire is located at 103 West Gambier Street in Mount Vernon, and their website is pondtire.com. They sell tires for vehicles including lawn and garden, ATVs, tractors, and autos. They also sell interstate batteries.
Pond Tire, 740-392-5116.
WNZR thanks Jamie Shabby and his crew at Pond Tire for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Valley ATV for supporting our coverage of Cougar sports. Valley ATV sells Polaris and Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides at their store and online. They are located on Jellaway Road, north of Danville, just off of Route 3. Their website is valleyatv.com. Valley ATV has a service department and carries parts, accessories, and clothing. Their phone number is 740-599-7977. WNZR thanks Valley ATV for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Hey, this is Isaac White. You're listening to the voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner for today's game, Buffalo Wild Wings of Mount Vernon. And they got the yellow T-shirts out tonight for B-Dubs. Mount Vernon with the ball down by 2 after the first media timeout. Alex Johnson into the game for the Cougars as he's checked in, as Jacob Paul gets around his man on a nice screen from Jones. Darts right to the basket, and the senior has his first points of the night. Mount Vernon up 12-8 here with 14:40 remaining in this first half as Coleman dribbles out top. Welch now swings it around to a new player for Lourdes that checked into the game at the last break, and we'll get him for you in just a second as Welch drives in with the left hand, is able to scoop it in, and that makes it a 12-10 ball game. That's Williams into the game, Kerr Williams. And Jevin Knox with the ball for Mount Vernon, dumps it into Jones. He got fouled. And it looks like Williams, who just came into the game, got the foul. That's Kyer Williams, a 6'2 junior from Detroit.
And it's interesting how Mount Vernon comes out of the timeout here. They're going to be playing a little bit up to try to get a drive into the lane with some of their quicker guys rather than use physicality down low.
Sterling Hopkins in also for Lourdes. He's number 0 from Dallas, Texas, a 6'2 freshman. And into the game for Mount Vernon is freshman Milton Gage, the guard from Trotwood, Ohio. Here's McLaughlin, another three on the wing. That one's no good. And the rebound is skied down and pulled by Little Anderson. As Anderson continues to dribble it down into the forecourt. On the left wing, it's Williams. Williams will gun a tray and get it from the top of the key over McLaughlin.
And I think they want to try to match the small ball lineup here for Lourdes with a couple of smaller guys into the game now.
Paul with the drive at the foul line off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin up top to Jones. Jones marked by Welch, now Johnson. Weaves it and hands it off to Paul, top of the key. Jacob to the foul line, out to Gage, fakes his man out, weaves in the lane, floater, no. Just a little short, and the rebound by Cliff Snow. Lourdes with the rebound, up by one. 13-12 is our score. Lourdes has led 8-7 and 13-12, and now a travel on Welch. And Isaac White back into the game for the Cougars, replacing Eric McLaughlin, so resetting the floor. David Delahunty's also going to check in for Mount Vernon. As Austin Jones, Jacob Paul, and Eric McLaughlin all take a seat now, so you've got Gage and Delahunty, White, and Johnson. Mount Vernon's got 4 players on the floor. Jacob Paul went to the bench. I thought I was seeing things there. Mount Vernon had 4 players on the floor, but Paul just ran back in. And he has it on the right wing. Drives through, nice finger roll, right to the bucket. Jacob Paul, he's got 4. Mount Vernon up 14-13 with 12:50 to go. Hopkins with the ball, now Welch on the right wing, over to Anderson, drives to the foul line, goes right to the basket, low on the left, and lays it in. Anderson gives Lourdes a 1-point lead at 15-14. Great start by the Gray Wolves and the Cougars. A lot of action so far. Johnson gets it inside, tries to get around his man, gets the bucket and the foul on Cliff Snow. Nice job by Alex Johnson coming in there, and the 6'5 junior from Cincinnati will be at the free throw line as Knox will come back in for Paul.
And that's how you're going to get these points in this game. You got to be able to be physical down low and take a little bit of contact and finish. Great job there.
And Johnson at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Can't do it as he misses. 16-15 the score. So Alex gives Mount Vernon a 1-point lead. Coleman with the basketball. Step back jumper from 16. Good on the right side. Coleman has 4. Lourdes back up on top by 1. 17-16. Johnson on the left block. Bodies in, double team, kicks out to Gage on the wing. Gage right back to Johnson, to the bucket, got fouled. And if they got Snow, that's 2 on Snow.
And that's big, too, because Cliff Snow, as Coach Renee mentioned, is a key player, and he's already got 2 fouls here before we even hit the halfway mark of the first half.
Johnson, first free throw, good. He's now 1 out of 2 from the line.
And Snow's going to stay in there.
And the second free throw is missed, and the rebound is pulled down by Lourdes. Christian Wagenhauser, who just checked into the game. He's a sophomore from Sylvania. So Johnson makes 1 out of 2. It's 17-17 here at Ariel Arena with 11:37 to go. And a nice job again by Anderson weaving in to get the bucket low on the right. Back up top, Johnson. Johnson weaves, guarded well by Lourdes, kicks it back out on the left wing to Knox. David Delahunty, top of the key, dribbles, kicks to White in the right corner. White, nice give and go with Delahunty. Layup too strong. David's putback no good. And the rebound by Snow.
Very athletic lineup out there on the floor for Lourdes. A lot of guys moving quickly, making a lot of moves.
And here's Snow driving, kicking to Anderson. Anderson now swings it over to Williams. Williams a 3 on the right wing. He'll launch it. It's no good. Rebound comes near side to Jevin Knox. Knox will dribble it up, stop and pop for a 3 from the top. It's good.
And I've seen Jevin Knox since he played in high school. He's always been a guy to shoot the lights out of the gym and hit those key shots. Great shot there by Jevin Knox.
And he gives Mount Vernon a 20-19 lead with 10:35 to go in the first half. From Ariel Arena, Joe Reinhardt, Colin Bashnagel on WNZR and WNZR.TV. White tips this one away, but Anderson runs it down. He's bumped by Gage, kicks it out. Jumper on the way and no good by Coleman. Left wing jumper from 3. Rebound to Gage. Mount Vernon picking up the pace. Knox fakes out his man, weaves in the lane, kicks to Johnson. Up and underneath, and it hits the scoreboard, so it will go back to Lourdes as they bring in Deuce Martin, a junior from Lorraine, and also back in the game, Nick Welch.
Deuce Martin, another athletic guard to see out here on the floor for Lourdes. They have definitely changed their approach with a smaller lineup here as the game goes along.
And again, Mount Vernon's offsetting their size by trying to quicken the pace of the game. 20-19 the score. Mount Vernon up by 1 with under 10 minutes to go. We're at 9:55 here in the first half. Dump down inside to Wagenhauser. Turnaround on Knox, no good, and the rebound by White. Cougars looking to run. Going from left to right. White quickly down the floor, top of the circle, Knox. Knox takes it down the left side of the lane and gets fouled on the floor. This will be team foul number 5 on Lourdes. And they got Wagenhauser for this one. Sophomore from Sylvania Southview, another 6'9" guy. And Coach Hobson got some height on this team. Inbounds play, baseline jumper by Knox from 16 off the feed from Paul. No good. And the rebound pulled down by Lourdes. Quickly down the floor. It's Holman knocked away and taken by Knox. Knox down the other way. The junior spins on the right side, on the wing to McLaughlin. Back near the right corner for Knox. Nice give and go to McLaughlin. He went up for the dunk but got fouled first. Thanks to our video team. Ellie Parker, who called the women's game with me, is now running camera on camera 2. Along with Zoe Bricker, we've got Hannah Radke and Luke Bailey on camera 1. And we've got Ben Alexander and Jessica Shaw up top here. Matt Harden's also here. And Emily Porter directing, Lexi Merritt running graphics, and Jackson Yoder running things back in the studio. Here's White with a jumper from the right baseline that's no good. And the rebound comes off to Anderson. Lourdes down by 1 with the ball. 9:04 to play in the first half. Drive and attempted shot by Anderson, no good. Lourdes, Mount Vernon had the rebound, but now it's thrown away and stolen by Hopkins. Ball comes right back to Anderson, and now Lourdes will reset with Deuce Martin running the point out top, way high on the right. Martin spins on Paul, stops a long 3. That's good. Deuce Martin knocks down a 3. And Lourdes leads 22-20 as Knox got bumped on the baseline and fouled quickly at the other end. So with 8:37 to go here in the first half, we have foul number 6 on Lourdes as a team. And that one's going to go on Hopkins. And Wagenhauser already has 2 fouls as well. Handoff to Knox off the inbounds play. Jumper from the foul line, no good. Pulled down by Welch. The rebound for Lourdes. The Grey Wolves lead by 2 with 8:25 to go here in the first half. Welch thinks about the 3. Guarded by White. White cuts him off on the baseline. Welch turns around, shoots and misses. Jones comes down with the rebound. Almost got fouled, but comes off with it to Knox. Cougars quickly down the floor in the corner. McLaughlin for 3 on the left. It's good. Eric McLaughlin knocks it down. He's got 6.
Big shot, too, because they were getting a little bit cold from the floor, and that really changed the pace there.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. Mount Vernon on the 3. McLaughlin goes up 23-22. 8 minutes exactly to go in the first half. This is Cougar basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, First Knox National Bank, for their support of Cougar basketball. First Knox is a full-service bank offering services like cash management, retirement plans, trusts and investments, and community organization and benefit accounts. Their website is firstknox.com. First Knox National Bank, a division of the Park National Bank. First Knox National Bank is a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, the Knox County Community Health Center, for their support of Cougar basketball. The Community Health Center offers affordable health care for everyone, insurance or not. They treat everything: sinus infections, diabetes, high blood pressure, plus offer physical exams, and there's a full-time dentist and counseling services. The health center is open 5 days a week in Mount Vernon on Upper Gilcrest Road and in Danville on East Main Street. Call 740-399-8008.
And we are back at Ariel Arena, where Sterling Hopkins just knocked down a jumper right out of the timeout and ties this game back up. Or actually gives Lourdes the lead as Jones comes down and ties it back up. I thought that was a 2. Did they give him a 3 for that?
I think so. That was pretty close, but I thought his foot was on the line.
All right, well, nevertheless, the score is 25-25 as they give Hopkins the 3. Jones comes back at the other end and gets a 2. And then down at the other end, the scoring just continues as Anderson hits a tray from the corner. So now it's 28-25 Lourdes.
Entertaining to watch this back and forth battle here.
Gage to Jones, foul line jumper, too strong, rebound by Anderson with the rebound. Here's Welch for a 3. That's no good on the left wing. Gage with the rebound. 28-25 our score. Lourdes up by 3, 6:48 to go. Jones, guarded by Wagenhauser, tosses it to Gage, who cuts through the lane and floats it in for 2. Milton Gage for 2. And now I think Lourdes had an inbound violation. They did, as Welch stepped over the line inbounding it. Now we've got a media timeout, so we'll take another quick timeout. 28-27, Lourdes leads Mount Vernon. This is Cougar basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Buffalo Wild Wings, for their support of Cougar basketball. Their menu includes wings, wraps, burgers, and sandwiches. Buffalo Wild Wings is located at 907 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon. Their website is buffalowildwings.com. Their hours are 11 a.m. to midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Buffalo Wild Wings, a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Marco's Pizza, for their support of Cougar basketball. Marco's Pizza is located at 406 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, and their phone number is 740-392-9098. They serve pizza, subs, and salads, as well as sides including cheesy bread and chicken wings. Their website is marcos.com. Marco's Pizza is a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
Hey, this is David Delahanty. You're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
And we're back here at Ariel Arena, 6:38 to go. The second media timeout. 28-25 Lourdes, or 28-27, I'm sorry. Mount Vernon did score there right before the timeout. And they've got the ball back. Milton Gage inbounding near side to our right. To Austin Jones at the foul line. Works against Wagenhauser and gets called for the offensive foul.
I think Jones just dipped his shoulder a little bit, and I said you got to be physical. That's some of the negatives if you're physical down low against a lengthy team.
Well, the good news is it's the first team foul on Mount Vernon. 6-1 the team fouls right now. Lourdes up 28-27 as we are back to live action here. Anderson with it on the wing. Up top to Samer Jabo, who just checked in. And Jabo has the ball. He wears 21 if you're watching on the live stream. And a 3 ball by Wagenhauser is good. And Lourdes jumps on top 31-27 on the 3 ball by the 6'9" big man from Sylvania. And now White at the other end, 3 ball in the left corner. He says, why not? I can do that. He's got 8.
Great response there by Isaac White, taking a smart shot and getting a quick basket as well.
After that bucket by Isaac White, Mount Vernon is shooting 48% from the field, 12 of 25. Lourdes is 13 of 24. That's 54%. So both teams have been pretty efficient from the floor. Lourdes with the basketball and a bad pass that time by Martin as he tried to hit Anderson in the corner, and Gage takes advantage, coast to coast, and lays it in low on the left. Milton Gage gives Mount Vernon the lead, 32-31. 5:21 remaining here in the first half. A good first half between these two teams, as that time it was Sterling Hopkins who lights it up from 3 on the right wing.
Just back and forth, both teams responding to adversity.
And Lourdes is shooting lights out right now. Gage up top, McLaughlin for a 3. That's good. Eric's got 9. Mount Vernon up 35-34. Why not?
All his points from deep, too. He's feeling it tonight. 3 for 5 so far deep tonight.
Mount Vernon right at 50% shooting, and Lourdes at 56%, and now even higher as Hopkins has come off the bench with a big spark. He's got 8 off the bench and gets the lay-in low on the left. Gage the other way, throws it away. Tried to hit McLaughlin, who is camping out in that left corner, ready to launch that 3, but the pass a little too long. 36-35, Lourdes in the lead in a very hot shooting first half.
Now,
Alex Johnson, go ahead.
I think Lourdes is starting to realize that this is going to be up-tempo, so they're going to have to catch Mount Vernon sleeping on a couple of these possessions, and they have.
McLaughlin, White, Johnson, Gage, and Paul in the game for the Cougars. Hopkins in the game. Wagenhauser right now in the game. We've also got Williams on the floor. Jabo and Martin on the floor for Lourdes. So they've got all bench players in the game right now. This is Hopkins, lost the handle. Nice hustle by Gage to try to get there, but as he tried to grab it, his foot went out of bounds. So 7 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see if they call dead ball, they'll reset to 20. Yep, they're not calling a dead ball. They're calling possession change, so they reset to 30.
I think they're saying that Milton had possession of the ball.
That's right. He had possession and he stepped out, so they're going to say he had it. Hopkins with it up top, off the screen. Williams thought about shooting it, won't. 4 minutes to go in the half, 36-35. Lourdes leads Mount Vernon. Deuce Martin with the ball high on the right. Gets a screen from Jabo. Tries to work around it. Nice defense by Johnson. Bounce pass in the paint, knocked away. Jabo picks it up, loses it. Wagenhauser lost it. Gage is able to save it to White. Here come the Cougars on the break, a 3-on-2. Johnson finds Paul. Right corner, 3 ball. Got it!
What a big spark defensively provided by Milton Gage. Diving on the floor, saving that possession. And they got a quick, fast break 3 on that one.
Jacob Paul knocks down the tray. He's got 7. Mount Vernon up 38-36, and now they're going to call a touch foul out top on Paul against Sterling Hopkins. Team foul number 2 on the Cougars. That is his first. Team's, like we said, team second. Substitution for Coach Hobson. He'll bring back Kenny Coleman and bring back Nick Welch. So you got Welch and Coleman on the floor along with Williams, Martin, and Wagenhauser. And here's Coleman, step back 3 as the defense backed off, but they're going to say an offensive foul from Welch away from the ball. Mount Vernon's defense just backed off there, and very fortunate to get the ball back up by 2 as White takes a seat and Knox comes back in. So resetting the floor for the Cougars, you've got Jevin Knox, Milton Gage, Eric McLaughlin, Jacob Paul, and Alex Johnson, who will inbound the ball. You want a shooting update? Mount Vernon at 54%, Lourdes at 58%. Smoking. Paul, top of the key, hands off to Knox, way out top between the circles. 3:08 to go in the half, Mount Vernon by 2. Johnson to the foul line, stops on the right block, hands off to Knox. Jevin, double team, in the corner. Paul, another 3. That's good! Jacob Paul already with 10 points, and he's got 2 trays. And Mount Vernon leads 41-36 with 2:51 to go. Sterling Hopkins out top, Wagenhauser, the big man, drains another 3. And now at the other end, he blocks Alex Johnson on the break, and Johnson will go to the line and get 2. So it's 41-39, Mount Vernon with 2:38 to go.
Interesting that they're attacking Wagenhauser, as he is probably the most physical presence that Lourdes has down low. He's a big dude. He's 6'9".
Johnson makes the first free throw. Back into the game for Lourdes is Julian Egbo. Kyer Williams stays in the game. Bryce McComb into the game for the first time for Lourdes. He wears number 4. 6'2 senior from Swanton, Ohio, a transfer from Heidelberg. And AJ makes both free throws, so it's 43-39. Jabo over to McComb. Out top with it now is Hopkins. 2:22 to go in the half. Turnaround shot by McComb, no good. From about 18 on the left wing, no good. Rebound Johnson off to Knox. Here comes Mount Vernon on the run. McLaughlin with the ball high on the left. Hands it off to AJ. Alex Johnson, that is. Johnson swings inside to McLaughlin. He's cut off in the corner to Gage. Milton drives, kicks out. Jacob Paul for 3, and that one rattles out. 43-39 it remains. Mount Vernon by 4 with 1:54 to go in the half, and a touch foul again on Mount Vernon. They got Jacob Paul again. So the officials, if nothing else, are being consistent with that call as he takes a seat and Isaac White checks back in for Mount Vernon. Inbounds play by Lourdes. Go ahead, Colin.
Interesting here, we haven't seen Cliff Snow in a while. I wonder if those 2 early fouls factor into that.
I would definitely say so. You don't want him to pick up his 30. He's too valuable of a player. That's why Jacob Paul just went to the bench for Mount Vernon. Here's a deep 3 by Hopkins. Rattles around, no good. Oh, the tip in is going to go to Egbo. He and Alex Johnson battling for the ball, and it's 43-41. They gave the points to Mount Vernon. That's not correct. It's 43-41 is our score. Knox in the lane, weaves, shoots, missed. Nice defense there by Egbo as he throws it off to Hopkins, and Lourdes comes down the floor looking to tie it or take the lead. In the corner, it's McComb, drives around White to the basket, laying good. Nice move by Bryce McComb, and he gets his first points of the game, and we're tied at 43. 1 minute exactly remaining in the half. Knox, right corner. Alex Johnson back on the give and go to Knox, laying off the window is good, low on the right. Jevons got 5. Mount Vernon back up by 2, 45-43, 47 seconds to go. And here's a drive by Hopkins, floater in the lane off the window, no good. And the rebound pulled down. McLaughlin taps it to White. White across the line, Knox on the run, stops, hands it off. McLaughlin flips it to Johnson, almost lost it. The Cougars get it back. There's about a 7-second differential on the shot and game clock. McLaughlin drives in, misses the layup, low on the right. And Lourdes will get the last shot with 20 seconds left in the half. And Hopkins is going to take the air out of the ball for Coach Hobson. Both teams red hot from the field in this first half. Hopkins whips it into the corner. And now the ball goes back to Williams on the right wing. They kick it. Egbo at the buzzer. Yes. Yes. Wow. A 3-ball by Egbo at the buzzer on a set play. He's got 9 at the half, and Lourdes jumps on top at the break, 46-45, as we get ready for halftime. A hot shooting first half. We'll come back and recap it after we check in with Cougar Conversations. It's Jevon Knox in the featured spotlight tonight with Marcy Reinhart. Keep it here on WNZR.TV and 90.9 FM, WNZR.
It's time for Cougar Conversations, and we have redshirt junior Jevon Knox in the studio with us. Now, Jevon, first of all, for those of us who might not know terminology for basketball, explain what redshirt junior means.
So a redshirt junior means I'm a junior athletically, so this is my 3rd year of eligibility. But I redshirted my first year here, so I'm a senior academically. So it's kind of confusing there, but I have this year and then next year.
So you have another year that you can play.
Correct. So
what is the plan after graduation?
So after getting my undergrad, I'm going to stay and try to get my master's in business. And that'll be my redshirt senior year of basketball. And then eventually get an engineering job somewhere.
Well, let's talk about academics a little bit. What is your major? You kind of gave it away.
Yeah, mechanical engineering is my major.
And what is the dream job, the goal after graduation?
So I'm not exactly sure what that'll look like. I know I want to use engineering to help people in some way, and I don't know exactly what that looks like right now, but I want to serve people and meet people's needs with engineering. So that's where my heart is, but again, I don't know where that'll take me. So.
And welcome back out here to Ariel Arena as the Cougars of Mount Vernon Nazarene trail by 1 point against Lourdes. We're going to take it down to Coach with Coach Renee
right now. But okay, now we're down with Coach. Both teams red hot from the field right now. What did you think about the first 20?
We didn't guard very well. Too many uncontested shots for Lourdes. Lourdes are a talented group, shooting the ball well. We got to do a much better job on that end of the floor.
So offensively, you were proficient, but what are some things you want to try to get done on the defensive side?
Well, we got to get stops. We got to contest, keep drivers in front of us. Too many box shots for them. Too many straight line drives. We got to be much better loading to the basketball and keeping drivers in front of us.
Got him in a little bit of foul trouble. Could that be a factor in the second half?
We'll see. They brought in some guys that they played really, really well, some of their reserves. So we got to guard about 8 or 9 guys and got to do it for 20 minutes.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Jared Renee with us. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back with a second half tip here on 90.9 FM and WNZR.tv. All right, here we go. Second half action here from Ariel Arena. You heard Coach. Wasn't too thrilled about that first half, especially on the defensive side.
I'm curious how they're going to be able to defend Julian Egbo. Not only does he have 9 points from the field, he's shown he can shoot from the arc. He's also got 2 offensive boards in this game, 7 boards overall. It'll be interesting to see if as he's in the game. Be interesting to see how they defend him.
So back to start the second half. Same starting 5 on the floor for both teams. Coleman, Snow, Anderson, Egbo, and Welch for Lourdes. Knox, Paul, White, McLaughlin, and Jones for the Cougars. And here's a quick 3 right out of the gate by Anderson, and he drains it. And Anderson, who had 9 in the first half, now has 12, and Lourdes goes up by 4, 49-44, or 49-45, I should say. So back-to-back 3s by Lourdes to end the first half and start the second half. Paul with the drive, the kick. McLaughlin out to Knox. 3 ball for Jevin, short. And the rebound is pulled down by Snow. And Snow will run the point, gets a screen out top. To Egbo and now to Welch. Back to Egbo. He bodies up McLaughlin, spins, he traveled again. Dragged that right foot. 49-45 and a turnover for Lourdes.
I think the most difficult thing for MVNU defensively is that Lourdes keeps attacking in different ways each possession, and they really got to start figuring out what it is that they're doing.
Jacob Paul bounced down inside to Austin Jones on the right block, goes up against Egbo and gets the layup. Strong move by the senior. Austin Jones, he's got 6. And Mount Vernon cuts it down to 2, 49-47. Again, this shooting in the first half, 57% for Lourdes, 51% for MVNU, but you know Coach Renee, he talks about defending and rebounding, 2 huge keys, and he just didn't feel his team did a good job. As Snow steps back for a 3 and misses on the right side as Knox got caught up in the screen. 49-47 our score. Mount Vernon down by 2, down to Jones on the block again. Austin working, reversing, can't get the layup to go. Anderson with the rebound. 49-47 our score. Lourdes by 2 here. We've played 2 minutes in the second half. Oh, nice rebound by Welch that time as he went underneath the basket, grabbed the rebound off the missed shot by Anderson and tossed it in off the glass. 51-47. Mount Vernon with Isaac White up top. Eric McLaughlin fakes out Welch, kicks it to Paul in the left corner. Paul out top. White, a deep 3 and good for Isaac White. Way out there. He's got 11. 51-50.
Massive shot and a big spark provided by the senior.
And the Cougars need more of that as we have a whistle and a foul on Lourdes going the other way. They're going to call this one on Anderson. And 51-50, go ahead.
Be interested to see how they attack, if they're going to keep working the perimeter. Jevin Knox has been kind of quiet in this game. Let's see if he can heat up from deep.
Mount Vernon into the forecourt up top between the circles. Eric McLaughlin, left wing Jacob Paul. Paul dribbles it around, bounces on the left block to Austin Jones, fakes the 15-footer, now moves and throws this one up with his right hand. That one won't go, and the rebound is pulled down by Anderson. Here's Lourdes at the other end. Coleman running the point. Coleman dumps it in the corner. That was Anderson with it. Back to Welch, back to Anderson. Anderson to the foul line. Leans in, hands it to Welch. Welch drives, gets double teamed, lost the handle, and a late whistle. And I mean a late whistle. Mount Vernon was already starting to head down the other way, but they get Jacob Paul for his third foul of the game.
Wow. That was a little bit questionable, too, because I don't know if he brushed arm or anything, but the biggest thing that made it questionable was the hesitation there by the ref.
And he was on a different part of the court, so Welch will be at the free throw line. Why it's a shooting foul, I still don't know, but nevertheless, he'll shoot it. Welch makes the first, 52-50 our score. Gage into the game for Paul. So now you've got Gage and Jones, White, McLaughlin, and Knox. Jacob has 3 fouls and has to take a seat. And the second free throw is no good off the back of the iron by Welch. So he makes 1 of 2. And he's got 5 points in Mount Vernon with Knox and Jones playing a 2-man game. And a nice knockaway by Egbo there. Ball comes right back to Lourdes. Snow drives and pops from just inside the free throw line and gets it to go. And Snow is on the board, a guy who averaged over 20 points a game last year. Cliff Snow, the junior from Middletown. 54-50, Lourdes in the lead. White bounce past Jones. Guarded up by Egbo. Egbo falls to the floor, so does Jones. Loose ball stolen by Lourdes. Now we have a whistle. And we've got a foul called on Egbo. And again, this is a late whistle. He's saying that Egbo flopped. We saw this call at Indiana Tech on Tuesday night. They called it against Isaac White, and they called it against Milton Gage. It's a flop warning, not a foul, not a foul. So they've stopped the game. This is what happened to Mount Vernon twice on Tuesday night in the game at Indiana Tech. So they're saying that Egbo just kind of laid down to let Jones fall. And they're going to watch that very carefully, a point of emphasis for the officials this year, as we found out Tuesday night. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 15:44 on the game clock. Lourdes by 4 with the ball. Snow gets it knocked away. Great job by Gage to hustle for it. Loose ball picked up by White. Milton Gage with the hustle. McLaughlin at the other end. Jets to the basket, gets cut off. Kicks it back to Gage. Gage through the lane. Great pass to Johnson, the lane low on the left.
The freshman providing a spark on both sides of the ball. Tremendous two-way guard.
And Alex Johnson, the benefactor, as he found him right under the basket, wide open. Now at the other end, nice runner, gets good by Coleman. He's got 6. 56-52, Lourdes in the lead by 4, 15 to go. White, 3 out top, got it. Off the screen by Alex Johnson. And Isaac White with 14 now for the Cougars.
Every time you need a big shot, look to Isaac White. He's been able to hit him in this game.
Coleman out top. Next stoppage will be immediate timeout, as Coleman almost lost the handle but got it back. Welch now to Snow high on the left. Snow double team. Gage and Johnson hounding him. Anderson with the ball high on the left, 7 to shoot. Anderson gets a screen from Egbo, steps back, 3 ball right side, no good. McLaughlin can't get the rebound. Welch outreached him for it, and a new 20 for Lourdes. 56-55. Here's Snow driving off the window. Nope, but got the foul. Snow's very quick. Cliff Snow, 6'6". And he'll be at the free throw line to get 2. Austin Jones ready to check back in, but not before we have immediate timeout. 56-55. Lourdes by 1. We'll be right back on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Knox Community Hospital for their partnership in this broadcast of Cougar Sports. The Center for Rehab and Wellness at Knox Community Hospital treats sports injuries. The center has a state-of-the-art facility and licensed therapists with backgrounds in exercise physiology and sports medicine. Athletes participate in personal interactive training exercises and prevention education. Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community.
WNZR thanks Knox Community Hospital for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation for supporting our coverage of Cougar sports. Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehab is located at 112 Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon, and their phone number is 740-392-8811. They offer physical therapy and rehab for work-related and auto accident injuries. They also have occupational and speech therapists and certified athletic trainers.
WNZR thanks Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation for their partnership with the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Hey, this is Jacob Paul. You're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
And here we go with Lourdes at the free throw line, leading 56-55 with 14:15 to go. And Snow at the stripe. First one good.
Cliff Snow, a very crucial player for Lourdes, only played under 10 minutes in that first half, and he's a 94% free throw shooter.
And makes 1 out of 2. He got 2 fouls, and that was definitely a factor. 57-55 our score. 14:05 to go in the half. Milton Gage into the game for Jacob Paul, who has 3 fouls. Knox throws it to Milton Gage in the left corner. He'll stop and pop a 16-footer. It rattles around, no good. Jones had the rebound for a second, lost it as it's grabbed away by Egbo. Here comes Coleman down the floor for Lourdes. Little stutter step in the lane, kicks it off. Snow, a deep 3, no good. Ball comes out and comes out long to Anderson. They reset to 20, no change of possession.
Tipped by Egbo.
Yeah, good job to keep it alive. Back into the game is Jabo for Lourdes, number 21. Coleman with 4 to shoot, in trouble at the foul line. Now it's a 3 in the corner, it's no good. Nice defense there by the Cougars to force the shot in the corner by Anderson. Cougars down by 2 with the basketball. Isaac White handles it out top off the screen from Jones to Knox high on the right. Up top, Gage. Now left wing, Alex Johnson behind the three-point line, dribbles. Gives it off to Isaac White. Now back to Johnson at the foul line. Bodies his way in, double team, goes to the hole and got fouled. Strong move by Alex Johnson.
Yeah, and a good job drawing that foul there. And like I keep referring to, if you're going to want to drive and play down low against these guys, you got to be physical. And he was there. He wasn't afraid of taking contact.
So, the junior at the free throw line. First one on the way, and he missed it. So Alex is now, let's see, 3 for 6 from the line tonight. And he's got 5 points. And the second one good. So Johnson makes 1 of 2. Actually, he's got 8 points now, my mistake. 57-56 our score. Mount Vernon down by 1, 12:50 to go. Kenny Coleman with it out top. Over for the jumper is Egbo. And Snow gets the rebound on the weak side and throws it in after the miss. Snow's got 5. Lourdes up by 3, 59-56. Screen for Gage. Now Paul's back into the game after the timeout. So he and Gage are in the backcourt with White, Johnson, and Jones. White drives the baseline, kicks it out. Here's Paul up top for 3. Good. Jacob Paul comes off the bench and makes it a tie game, 59-59. And a timeout on the floor by Coach Hobson. We'll take 1, 2, 12:05 to go. We're all tied at 59. This is Cougar basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV. It's a full.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Buffalo Wild Wings, for their support of Cougar basketball. Their menu includes wings, wraps, burgers, and sandwiches. Buffalo Wild Wings is located at 907 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon. Their website is buffalowildwings.com. Their hours are 11 a.m. to midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Buffalo Wild Wings, a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR. WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Domino's Pizza, for their support of Cougar basketball. Domino's Pizza has 3 locations in Knox County, Mount Vernon, Fredericktown, and Apple Valley. Domino's Pizza has a menu with sandwiches, pizza, and pasta. Domino's Pizza is open for lunch at 11 a.m. 7 days a week with delivery. Domino's Pizza in Mount Vernon, Fredericktown, and Apple Valley. Domino's Pizza is a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
Hi, this is Eric McLaughlin, and you're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM WNZR.
And we are back. 59-59. Great game tonight. Both teams continue to shoot it really well. Mount Vernon's right at 50%. Lourdes is still at 57%. And the pace has been strong. There's been a lot of physical play. Right now, Lourdes and Mount Vernon all knotted up at 59. Joe Reinhardt, Colin Baschnagel, and our WNZR.TV video crew. Also Jackson Yoder back in our studios at Founders Hall here on the MVNU campus. Lourdes with the basketball after the timeout by Coach Dennis Hobson. And now almost a turnover, but Snow keeps that one from going out of bounds. Egbo back to Snow. He'll drive, go to the hole. Doesn't get the dunk, but he may have hurt his wrist as he came down. He went up for the dunk. Johnson got in the way. The ball ended up going in, but then he went to the floor, and he is holding his right wrist. Or it's now they're saying it's his elbow now, because the camera people down there I'm screened out by 2 people right now. So anyway, Snow's on the floor. We have a timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and be right back on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, First Knox National Bank, for their support of Cougar basketball. First Knox National Bank has offices in Knox, Morrow, Holmes, Wayne, and southern Richland counties, with 3 locations in Mount Vernon and offices in Centerburg, Fredericktown, and Danville. Their website is firstknox.com. First Knox National Bank, a division of the Park National Bank. First Knox National Bank is a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
Hey, this is Ben Pollock. You're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM WNZR.
61-59 after the basket by Snow. Mount Vernon will get it. He's over on the bench. They're looking at his right elbow as Milton Gage, Austin Jones, Alex Johnson, Jevin Knox, and Jacob Paul are on the floor for Mount Vernon with 11.5 to go. And that was just a silly foul right there by Egbo trying to cut off Knox. That's his first team foul 3. 61-59, Lourdes, 11:34 to go. Knox will inbound far side in front of the Cougar bench and gives it into Milton Gage. So Snow is over on the end of the bench. We'll keep our eye on that situation. Gage up top to Paul. Jacob Paul will drive underneath the basket, kick it to Austin Jones in the paint, and it gets deflected. Nice job there by Coleman to deflect it away. Lourdes gets the steal. Down the floor with it is Williams. And now we have a whistle and a foul. And they're going to get Austin Jones on this one for the reach-in. 2 on Austin Jones, team foul 3, 11:10 to go in the second half. Lourdes 61. Mount Vernon 59. The Gray Wolves with an impressive shooting performance tonight, and they've come to play here at Ariel Arena. Williams with the ball. That's Kyer Williams, and now it's Little Anderson. Anderson almost falls but regains his footing. Kicks it out to Kenny Coleman. Coleman gets a screen. Coleman between the circles, guarded by Jones. 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Anderson. Gets it inside, and Lourdes gets the basket with 1 second on the shot clock. Egbo gets it.
Very good fake there by Lil Anderson, and that set up that play perfectly.
No question. Egbo with 11. 63-59, Lourdes by 4. Jevin Knox, far side for Mount Vernon. Now in the right corner, it's Gage. Drives off the window. Easy basket for Milton Gage. He's got 6. 63-61 with 10:22 to go.
He's had to play a little more than expected with Jacob Paul's foul trouble, and he's stepped up here today.
And Isaac White will check in at the next break. Mount Vernon still shooting 50%. Lourdes is shooting 56.8%. Has a reach-in foul here, and that's on JP. That's 4. And that is Jacob Paul's 4th foul, and Isaac White will come in for the Cougars. JP will take a seat. So you got White and Knox, Johnson, Jones, and Gage on the floor. And this is where the depth on that Cougar bench will come into play. Stutter step by Coleman. Gets a screen from Egbo. Knox works around it. Coleman into the lane. One-handed floater, no good. Jones pulls away the rebound. They'll call a jump ball to go to Mount Vernon on the alternate possession. So with 9:50 left, you've got your senior point guard and your captain, or one of your 3 seniors, I should say, on the bench. This is where the freshman Milton Gage and the senior Isaac White will step into that sort of dual point guard role and see what they can do. Gage has it out top, into the lane, jumper from the foul line, partially blocked by Egbo. Ball comes off loose to Coleman. Coleman on the run, nice dish to Anderson, lays it in. Anderson's got 14. 65-61. Lourdes by 4. Gage up top to Knox. Jevin for 3. Bang!
Big time shot there, and a good feed too, facilitating Milton Gage.
65-64, yes. 8 points for Jevin. As Kenny Coleman again running the point. Very effectively, I might add, tonight for Lourdes. Dumps it down to Welch on the right block. Works against Jones, spins. Gage tries to come in for the steal. Welch tries to use the window, no, but Egbo misses the putback. Rebound Johnson. Gage quickly down the floor for MVNU. Nice bounce pass to Knox. Reverse layup is good. Great feed from Gage. Knox now has 10. 8:39 to go. That was a great sequence.
Beautiful play on the fast break, and now Mount Vernon back in the lead as Cliff Snow's on the floor.
Snow's good to see him back in the game. You never want to see good players get hurt in games like this, so glad to know Snow's back in. Coleman's got the ball high on the right, gets the screen from Welch, drives to the foul line, steps back, 6 to shoot, still dribbling, gets it to Snow. Snow turnaround from 16. Oh, nails it on the turnaround. And Lourdes goes back up by 1, 67-66. And Snow now with 7. Gage up top for the Cougars with under 8 minutes to play. White in the corner, 3 balls, going to go off the side of the backboard. And the rebound comes off to Egbo. You rarely see that from Isaac White. So deadly from the corner. Coleman dribbling, driving from the foul line, in and out and back in. Coleman gives Lourdes the lead by 3, 69-66, 7:37 to play, 3-point lead. Jones goes in strong, got the foul. Egbo will be called for the foul. Jones hits the floor hard, but he's back up. Don't forget, tomorrow we're back at it with a women's game at 1 o'clock against Carlo, and Crossroads League quarterfinal volleyball. MVNU and Taylor at 5. Pregame for the women's game at 12:45. Pregame for volleyball at 4:50. And we got a lot of basketball here to be played, and this one has been a good one. Both teams have come out, and Jones misses the front end of the free throw as a 2-shot foul. But Lourdes, the story of this game, they're red-hot shooting. Almost 57%. The Cougars haven't shot it bad. But again, you know Coach Renee hangs his hat on defense and rebounding as Gage takes a seat and McLaughlin comes back in. Second free throw for Jones, good. Austin makes 1 of 2. He's got 7. 69-67, 2-point lead for Lourdes, 7:30 to go. Kenny Coleman races past Knox, but a nice job by Jevin to recover. Now it's Williams out top. Lourdes with a 3-man guard way out top between the circles. Snow's out there, Williams out there, and also Coleman. Coleman will now drive to the left block, steps back, shoots, misses, and the rebound to White. 7 minutes to go. Quickly down the floor, it's Johnson driving, spinning, nothing there, to Jones at the foul line. Austin thought about the free throw line jumper, didn't take it. Hands off to Knox. Cougars down by 2. Knox drives, kicks to Jones, lost it. Snow picks it off. Lourdes has it back, up by 2 with 6:45 to play. Snow guarded by McLaughlin. Now Jones runs into him. In the corner, here's Williams driving, nothing there. Steps back, shoots, and makes it from about 15. Nice job by Kyer Williams. And that makes it 71-67 now. And a timeout on the floor. Full timeout with 6:23 to go. It's Lourdes 71, MVNU 67. This is Cougar Basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, the Knox County Health Department, for their support of Cougar basketball. The Knox County Health Department provides immunizations for both children and adults, birth certificates for anyone born in Ohio, and a free tobacco cessation program. They also inspect all food service operations, promote testing for radon, and offer educational programming. For more information, call 740-392-2200 or visit their website, knoxhealth.com. Promoting health, preventing disease, protecting you, that's public health.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Marco's Pizza, for their support of Cougar basketball. Marco's Pizza is located at 406 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, and their phone number is 740-392-9098. They serve pizza, subs, and salads, as well as sides including cheesy bread and chicken wings. Their website is marcos.com. Marco's Pizza is a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
Hey, this is Ryan Wolf. You're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
6:23 to go. Lourdes 71, Mount Vernon, Nazarene University 67. We're at Ariel Arena. Joe Reinhardt and Colin Bashnagel on WNZR FM and WNZR.TV. Jackson Yoder back in the studio. Emily Porter, Lexi Merritt, Caleb Potts, Ellie Parker, Hannah Radke, Luke Bailey, Ben Alexander, Jess Shaw, all running camera today. Cougars with the ball down by 4 after the timeout. Austin Jones up top to the foul line. Hands off Jevin Knox. He weaves, he hangs, he shoots, and it goes out. And Alex Johnson with a reach. No, jump ball. And Lourdes still gets the basketball.
Yeah, but not with the possession arrow in favor of Mount Vernon. And we're going to be in a close game. Under 6 minutes, or just above 6 minutes, is going to hit that under 6 minute point in just a second. That is crucial to have that possession arrow.
I totally agree with you. 6 minutes to go, 71-67. Kenny Coleman's done such a nice job at point guard tonight for Lourdes, especially in this second half. He's really controlled their offense. A lot of dribbling as he and Snow and Williams sort of hang out, way out by the volleyball line. And now with 8 to shoot, moving inside, stopping is Coleman, kicks it off, and that's going to be an offensive foul. They're going to call on Egbo for pushing. So Mount Vernon gets a big break there. So it looks to me like the remainder of these offensive possessions for Lourdes, they're going to milk the clock. They're going to look for a really good shot run, their 3-guard offense out top, and see what they can get done as Egbo takes the seat, and back into the game is Wagenhauser.
How Lourdes has been shooting from the floor, I feel like it's just too early to get conservative and play that half-court set.
I agree. However, that's what they've done the last 2 possessions. Coleman has done a good job of milking it down to under 10 seconds. McLaughlin high on the right. Cougars down by 4. Need a bucket here. Johnson cross court to Knox. Jevin nice to Austin inside. No. Partially blocked and shot no good. Rebound by the Gray Wolves. They lead by 4 with 5:07 to go. Coleman runs the point way out high on the left. Guarded by Knox. Gets a screen. Steps inside the free throw line. Lost the handle. Oh no, kickball. It'll be Lourdes ball, 20-second shot clock reset underneath the basket to our right. Kenny Coleman, the sophomore from Toledo, a transfer from Cuyahoga Community College. He's played really well tonight, really has controlled this game offensively. And now we got McLaughlin fouling Snow on the inbounds. That's the first on McLaughlin, team foul number 5. Team fouls even now at 5. Coleman will inbound with 20 seconds again. They reset the shot clock. Out top to Snow. Snow guarded by McLaughlin, gets past him, stops on the baseline, kicks it off to Welch. Welch weaves, Welch shoots, no good. Rebound Johnson. Mount Vernon down by 4 with the basketball, moving from right to left. Isaac White brings it down with 4:37 to go. The Cougars 3-0 on the year. Lourdes 1-1. And now we're going to have a hold on Jevin Knox as Coleman tried to work around a screen by Jones. Team foul number 6. Jevin Knox will inbound far side for the Cougars.
That's important to pay attention. They got no more fouls to give now.
Yep, 1-1 after this. Isaac White high on the right. Hands off Austin Jones. Now Eric McLaughlin on the left wing. Snow doing a good job on McLaughlin. Now baseline, it's Johnson weaving his way in. Reverse layup, good. Alex Johnson muscles his way in for 2. He's got 10. 4:07 to go. It's a 2-point game. Lourdes up by 2. Coleman in the lane, lost the handle, out of bounds. Whose ball? Lourdes' ball, they say. And it will be an inbound play for Coleman. Jacob Paul back in with 4 fouls. Isaac White takes a seat. So you got Paul, McLaughlin, Johnson, Jones, and Knox for the Cougars. One thing, Jevin Knox does have 10 points in the game, but wow, Lourdes has done a great job defensively, just denying him the ball whenever they could. Just like the Cougars have done with Snow. 12 seconds on the shot clock, under 4 minutes to play. Snow drives, stops, shoots. Can't get it to go, but he'll get to the free throw line and get 2.
Snow wanted that isolation very bad. He got it, but then he got doubled in the post, forced it up the shot, and luckily for him, he got fouled.
71-69 is our score. And at the free throw line, Cliff Snow, he'll shoot 2. The first one is good. Snow now 2 of 3 from the line. All of his points have come in the second half. He's got 8. Second free throw. And that's good. 73-69. Lourdes back up by 4 with 3:50 to go. Snow with 9. Cougars across the line. Jevin Knox into the forecourt. 3:38 to go. Knox continues to dribble against Coleman. Reverses field. Hands it off to Johnson on the left. Over to Paul. Paul inside Jones, guarded by Welch. Austin inside, shoots. Partially blocked by, a shot wasn't blocked, but wasn't able to get the bucket to go, and the Cougars are down by 4 with 3:17 to go.
Going in the low post might not be the move for Mount Vernon. I wonder if they're going to adjust to shoot more on the perimeter.
Coleman inside, Welch off the window, no good. Rebound Jones. Mount Vernon with 3 minutes to go, down by 4 with the basketball. Paul into the forecourt of the right wing.
Watch McLaughlin in the corner.
He's hanging out over there on the left side. Paul has it to the foul line, whips it over to Knox on the right. Now right corner Johnson. Johnson backs his way into the paint, throws it up and gets it with the right hand. Alex Johnson has been very solid in the paint tonight, 73-71, and I think Coach Hobson wants a timeout, and he'll get it. 73-71, Lourdes by 2 with 2:35 to go. This is Cougar basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks the Mount Vernon Grand Hotel for their partnership in this broadcast of Cougar Sports. The Grand Hotel has 46 rooms and provides Wi-Fi, buffet breakfast, a business center, conference spaces, and a fitness center. Their phone number is 844-700-1717, and their website is mountvernongrand.com. WNZR thanks the Mount Vernon Grand Hotel for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Buffalo Wild Wings, for their support of Cougar basketball. Their menu includes wings, wraps, burgers, and sandwiches. Buffalo Wild Wings is located at 907 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon. Their website is buffalowildwings.com. Their hours are 11 a.m. to midnight, Sunday through Thursday, and 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Buffalo Wild Wings, a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
This broadcast is a copyrighted presentation of Mount Vernon Nazarene University and WNZR. Any retransmission, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written consent of Mount Vernon Nazarene University and WNZR is strictly prohibited.
73-71, Lourdes leads Mount Vernon Nazarene. 2:35 to go in the second half. Joe Reinhardt, Colin Bashnagel with you here on WNZR and WNZR.TV. And Lourdes will have possession after the basket by Alex Johnson. 24 on the shot clock as Nick Welch inbounds to Kenny Coleman. Coleman guarded by Knox. Into the forecourt, left wing. Stops, gives it back to Welch at the top. Inside Snow, fadeaway jumper, no. Rebound Johnson. 2:20 to go. The Cougars can tie or take the lead.
Huge possession.
Yeah, no question. Knox high on the right, guarded by Coleman. Jacob Paul playing with 4 fouls in the game. Jevin messing with Coleman out top with the dribble, takes it into the paint, stops, flicks it out to Jacob Paul in the left corner, 10 to shoot. Now outside to Johnson. Johnson hands off to McLaughlin, a deep three, no good. And the rebound by Coleman. 1:52 to go. 73-71, Lourdes by 2 with possession.
Not really the look that you want if you're Mount Vernon there.
It was a little deep for McLaughlin, but he's shown he can hit that shot. But right now, again, Lourdes going to take their time, get it under 10. Coleman drives in the paint, stops, pops, blocked by Jones. Blocked by Austin Jones. Mount Vernon with the ball, still down by 2. A big defensive play by the big man from Cincinnati. Paul high on the left. Up top to Austin, 1:19 to go to McLaughlin. Eric in the lane, lost the handle going up. Lost the handle going up and turned it over. Snow gets the rebound, hands off to Coleman. And now with 1:06 left, Lourdes up by 2 will be very careful with the basketball.
They're going to isolate again here with Snow.
Snow and McLaughlin really battling out at half court, 10 to shoot. Snow drives in the lane, off the window, missed it. Welch, though, gets the rebound, back up, blocked by Jones again. Off of Lourdes. I thought that was off of Jacob Paul's foot, but they say Welch got it with his foot. Cougars get it back with 47 seconds left, and Snow took another hard tumble under the basket, but Austin Jones, 2 huge blocks down the stretch. Now, can the Cougars cash in? They're going to call a timeout and talk about it. 44 seconds to go, 73-71. We'll take a timeout as well and be right back on the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Ohio Rental for supporting our coverage of Cougar sports. Jay and Angel Manners, owners of Ohio Rental, are pleased to be a part of making Christian programming possible for Knox County. Ohio Rental has 2 locations, Columbus Road in Mount Vernon and Route 37 in Johnstown. They offer rentals of earth-moving equipment, plumbing equipment, lifts, and U-Haul trucks. In Mount Vernon, their phone number is 740-397-2783. In Johnstown, their phone number is 740-967-7368. Their website is OhioRentalEquipment.com.
WNZR thanks Pond Tire Company for their support of our coverage of Cougar sports.
Pond Tire is located at 103 West Gambier Street in Mount Vernon, and their website is pondtire.com. They sell tires for vehicles including industrial, semis, light truck, and autos. They also sell interstate batteries.
Pond Tire, 740-392-5116.
WNZR thanks Jamie Shavi and his crew at Pond Tire for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Hey, this is Jared Ronay. You're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM WNZR.
And we are back at Ariel Arena. Joe Reinhardt, Colin Bashnagel with you. And Mount Vernon trails by 2 with 44 seconds left. They have possession. Now the question is, could the Cougars get a 2-for-1 here? We shall see. They trail by 2. So at this point, that really doesn't matter. They have to score on this possession.
Isaac White back onto the floor. They got a little bit of a smaller lineup in the game, and I think you go for the 2-for-1 here.
White, Knox, Paul, Johnson, and Jones. Jevin Knox way out top. 20 on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. Paul drives baseline to the bucket, blocked by Welch. Welch stepped in and rejected it. Lourdes has the ball. There's literally a 2-second difference between shot and game clock, and Knox reaches in. And that is team foul number, 6? No, that's 7.
They're going 1-1.
Coleman will be at the free throw line for Lourdes. And again, for Lourdes, they can ice this game at the line. Even though they're only up by 2, they can make it a 2-possession game with these 2 free throws.
MVNU's defense has given them opportunities on offense, but they haven't been able to capitalize on those opportunities.
Free throw by Coleman, good. He's got 9. So now it's 74-71 Lourdes. Shot clock will be off with 24 seconds left, and the Cougars want a timeout. We'll take 1, 2. 24 seconds to go. Lourdes 74, MVNU 71. We'll be right back on the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Valley ATV for supporting our coverage of Cougar sports. Valley ATV sells Polaris and Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides at their store and online. They are located on Jellaway Road, north of Danville, just off of Route 3. Their website is valleyatv.com. Valley ATV has a service department and carries parts, accessories, and clothing. Their phone number is 740-599-7977. WNZR thanks Valley ATV for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Wendy's of Mount Vernon for supporting our coverage of Cougar sports.
Wendy's has 2 locations in Mount Vernon, Coshocton Road, and South Main Street. Wendy's menu features single, double, and triple burgers, the Baconator, plus chicken wraps and nuggets.
Thanks to Wendy's of Mount Vernon for their support of the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Hi, this is Eddie Driscoll, and you're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM WNZR.
It's hard this early in the season to come up with it.
And we are back. 74-71. Mount Vernon trails by 3. Kenny Coleman will be at the free throw line for his second free throw. If he makes it, it's a 2-possession game with 24 seconds left. MVNU has tried to battle back and get the lead. Lourdes has stopped them at every turn. As this was a 1-point game, or 1-point lead for Lourdes at the half. Coleman's second free throw, no good. The Cougars can tie with a 3. Coleman stays with 9 points. 17 seconds to go. The Cougars need a 3 to tie. Paul runs down the lane, cut off to Knox. 3 ball on the way. We're tied.
Goodness.
Jevin Knox, 10 seconds left. They still got to play defense. Lourdes wants a timeout. Knox ties it with a tray with 10 seconds left. And the Cougars and the Gray Wolves are all knotted up at 74.
What have we talked about all game? The fact that Jevin Knox has not been able to get an open look from 3, right. And in the most crucial situation, he finds a way to get open and knocks it down. That is clutch. They still got time.
Yeah.
It looks like one shot or overtime. That's what it looks like.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout, and we will be right back on the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Blue Bob Body and Frame for supporting our coverage of Cougar sports. Blue Bob Body and Frame is located at 48 West Parrott Street in Mount Vernon.
Blue Bob services include auto, truck, and RV bodywork and mechanical work, towing, and sandblasting.
Their phone number is 740-397-2615, and their website is blueboz.com.
WNZR thanks Blue Bob Body and Frame for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Hey, this is Austin Jones. You're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
What a game from Ariel Arena. And we still got 6.7 left in regulation as MVNU and Lourdes are tied at 74. Jevin Knox just tied the game with 10 seconds left on a three-point shot. After Coleman made 1 of 2 from the free throw line. So now Lourdes can still win it with 6.7 left. They're going to have Little Anderson inbounded over on the far side, guarded by Knox. 6.7 to go.
They're going to isolate Snow here.
Yeah, got
Let
Snow
him
on
drive.
McLaughlin. Snow with 4, with 3, with 2. He hangs, he shoots, and misses. We're going to overtime.
Wow. Rolled around there, almost dropped.
I love it when it just sits on the rim and makes a decision. So we've got overtime, a 5-minute overtime from Ariel Arena. If you wanted a little extra basketball, if you haven't had enough tonight already, we're going to give you 5 minutes more, at least. 74-74, we're headed to overtime after this timeout on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, for their support of Cougar basketball. Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehab is located at 112 Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon, and their phone number is 740-392-8811. They offer physical therapy for individuals of all ages, orthopedic and neurological rehab, and sports injury rehab. Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation is a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, Mount Vernon GM, for their support of Cougar basketball. Mount Vernon GM is located at 510 Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon. Their website is mountvernongm.com, and their phone number is 740-263-4880. They are a Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac dealership offering new and used sales, service, parts, and a body shop. Mount Vernon GM, a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
Hey, this is Alex Johnson. You're listening to the voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM, WNZR.
We're ready to start overtime. 5 minutes on the clock. The tip is in the air, and the Cougars control it. Jacob Paul playing with 4 fouls. Jevin Knox, Austin Jones, Alex Johnson, Aaron McLaughlin on the floor for Mount Vernon. Knox with the ball high on the right. Moves it to the top of the key, guarded by Coleman. Knox in the lane, goes to the hole, off the window, got fouled. He'll get 2 shots. So overtime at 74. After the big 3 by Knox, the miss by Snow, and away we go. So Knox 2 free throws with 4:42 to go. Again, thanks to Jackson Yoder handling things back in the station, probably hanging on for dear life. Free throw, Knox, good.
MVNU carried all that momentum into the overtime here.
And here's the other thing. This is the first time Jevin's gotten to the line tonight. Normally he gets there, and he's very efficient when he does. Second on the way, good. And MVNU gets the lead, 76-74. Lourdes with the basketball. Nick Welch. Over to Anderson. Anderson high on the left, guarded by Paul, 15 to shoot. Back to Kenny Coleman, who's played a great game at point. Back to Snow. Welch inside against Jones. Rattles in and out. Jones with the rebound. That was a point-blank shot for Welch, and I thought it was going to go in. It did not. At the other end, the Cougars with Jacob Paul. 4:11 to go in the overtime, and now a foul on Coleman, trying to fight through the screen with Jones, trying to get Jevin Knox.
The thing I love about Jones through the last 5 minutes of the second half and the start of this overtime, he's physical, down low, and no one can get by him. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder right now.
And Jevin Knox will be at the free throw line. This is still 1-1, 9 team fouls on Lourdes now. And again, what a great second half. Lourdes had the lead. Mount Vernon did not tie it until Knox's 3, as the front end of the 1-1 is good. And Jevin now with 16 points. And he is 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 77-74.
That's the man you want on the line.
Yep. So Knox has given Mount Vernon a 78-74 lead with 2 more free throws. And Jevin has 17. Snow high on the left to Coleman in the left corner. Coleman now out to the wing. Guarded by Knox, 13 to shoot. Up top to Anderson. Anderson guarded by Paul. Spins, knocked away by McLaughlin. Snow gets it with 6, with 5, with 4. Snow, a deep 3. It's going to be no good. Rebound Jones. Off-balance shot by Snow. Cougars on the break. McLaughlin throws it out of bounds. And was not going to get the layup. Tried to hit Johnson in the corner and just whipped it out of bounds. So the Cougars with a big turnover there. Yes, they lead 78-74, but in overtime, every possession is critical. Coleman down the floor for Lourdes. Hounded by Knox. Over to Welch on the left wing. Tries to hand off to Snow. Now he'll drive it. He'll spin, kick it out to Coleman with 16 to shoot. 3:15 left in overtime. Cougars by 4. Anderson in the corner. Pulls up from 16. No. Rebound Jones. Lourdes, they've been red hot all game. Ice cold now when it matters the most.
They haven't really had those looks from 3 in that second half and in this overtime.
At one point, they were at 57% shooting, but they've missed their last 3 from the field, including the one that could have won it in regulation by Snow. Cougars with 2:45 to go. McLaughlin, 3-ball, left wing, no good. Johnson with the rebound, though. Out top, Knox for 3, yes! Jevin Knox! This is his house, and he's showing that he owns it right now. 81-74 Cougars, 2:37 to go in the overtime. Wow.
And he is showing that, look, I might not have had the opportunities, but when I get the opportunities, I'm going to make those shots. That's what Jevin is saying, and he's saying it to the entire arena right now.
30-second timeout, and we'll be back on the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner, the Mount Vernon Grand Hotel, for their support of Cougar basketball. The Grand Hotel has 46 rooms and provides Wi-Fi, buffet breakfast, a business center, conference spaces, and a fitness center. Their phone number is 844-700-1717, and their website is mountvernongrand.com. The Mount Vernon Grand Hotel, a national champion partner of MVNU Athletics and WNZR.
Hey, this is Clay Hilliard. You're listening to the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
10 straight points by Jevin Knox to tie the game in regulation. 4 free throws and then just hit another 3. And it's 81-74 MVNU in overtime, leading Lourdes. Lourdes led 74-71. The Cougars have ripped off 10 in a row, all by the junior from Marysville, who wears number 4. So now for Lourdes, they've got to get efficient offensively again. They can't have another bad possession. It's not like they're not getting good shots. They're just not going in like they have the most of the game. Coleman brings it down, hands it off to Snow. Snow steps back between the circles. Lourdes still going from left to right. Snow drives off the window, got the foul on McLaughlin. He'll get 2 shots. Snow hits the floor hard again. His teammates help him up. 6'6", rangy, lanky guard from Middletown. He's played good basketball tonight, especially in the second half. And he'll be at the line shooting 2 with 2:24 to go. Trying to end a 10-0 run by Mount Vernon over the last part of regulation and this overtime, all 10 by Jevin Knox. Free throw good by Snow.
A lot of isolation here in the latter part of the second half and here in overtime for Cliff Snow. This one paid off for sure.
Second free throw by Snow. Gotcha. And Snow makes it a 5-point game, 81-76. Cougars now facing a full court press. Paul looks to get it across. He does to Alex Johnson. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 2:10 on the game clock. Cougars up by 5, 81-76. Jacob Paul works against Coleman. 10 to shoot. Paul at the top. Lost the handle, gets it back. McLaughlin in the left corner out to Knox. Jevin steps back, another long 3. Good again! Jevin Knox! 84-76. 76. He scored the last 13 for Mount Vernon. Here's a three by Coleman, short. Rebound, Paul, 1:43 to go. Are you kidding me, Jevin Knox? You're used to this. You saw this in high school, too. You went to Marysville.
He could take over a game when it comes down to the wire, for sure.
Cougars by 8. Knox guarded by Williams. Or Anderson, I should say.
Doubling.
Jevin stopping, popping, scoring again. The icing on the cake with 1:10 to go, 86-76. Jevin again. 15 straight points as Snow gets fouled going to the rack again.
Snow doing everything he can to keep any sort of life for Lourdes, but Jevin Knox, sometimes there's a player that's going to step up in big games when it's needed, and you just can't stop it, and that's what that little pull-up mid-range jumper was.
Snow makes the free throw, and he's got 12. Jevin has scored the last 15 points of this game for Mount Vernon. Over that same time span, Lourdes has scored 3 as Snow misses the second free throw. The Cougars know where to go as Jevin gets fouled, and he'll be at the line now. Double bonus, 10 team fouls, and what a turnaround for Mount Vernon. They went to their money man, and he has delivered, and delivered big time. Thanks again to our WNZR video team tonight. We've got Caleb Potts and Ellie Parker. We've got Hannah Radke and Luke Bailey. We've got Ben Alexander and Jessica Shaw and Emily Porter directing. Lexi Merritt on the graphics. Jevin Knox, by the way, just throws in another point. He's got 26. That's 16 straight by Jevin. And also thanks to Lexi Merritt, I didn't forget about you, running graphics. Jackson Yoder back in the studio. And you for listening. Thank you as Jevin makes both. And Knox will take a seat, and he should get a standing O from this crowd.
And he's getting one.
Every Cougar fan should be on their feet right now, or on their foot. 87-77, Mount Vernon, as Coleman is able to hang and get this one, making it 87-79. Now we have a timeout.
Well, they got him on a foul.
And the double bonus, shooting 2, Jacob Paul.
Isn't it 88-79?
Yeah,
it is 88-79.
He just fixed it.
Thank you. I thought I was losing my mind there again. Free throw, Jacob Paul. That breaks the 17-point run by Jevin Knox.
Had to take him out.
Jacob with 14, make it 15, 90-79. 45 seconds left in this one, and Mount Vernon will improve to 4-0 on the season in dramatic fashion. Snow, a deep three, no good. Rebound, Johnson. 36 seconds left. The Cougars will take their sweet time with this one. Paul across the line to Milton Gage, who's checked in. Gage gets fouled. This will be on Little Anderson, so Milton Gage will be at the free throw line. Just to recap, if you're just tuning in, and by the way, we will have 20 The Countdown magazine after the game here on WNZR. Mount Vernon trailed 74-71. Coleman was at the free throw. Actually, it was 73-71 as Gage misses the first free throw. Coleman was at the free throw line, made the first, and missed the second. So it was a three-point game. MVNU called a timeout. Knox hit a three with 10 seconds left to tie it at 74. Snow missed a shot that would have won it. We went to overtime, and Jevin Knox flat out took over. It's 90-79, 27 seconds left in the first overtime. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be right back on WNZR.
Good, wholesome music, and you don't have to worry about what your kids are listening to.
It's got the freshest music variety in the area.
The Lifeline, WNZR Mount Vernon.
WNZR thanks CES Credit Union for their partnership in this broadcast of Cougar Sports. This not-for-profit financial institution serves Knox, Licking, and Delaware counties with a full range of personal financial services, including savings, checking, and loans. Their phone number is 740-397-1136, and their website is cescu.com. CES Credit Union, member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. WNZR thanks CES Credit Union for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Cosby Heating and Cooling for supporting our coverage of Cougar Sports. Cosby Heating and Cooling offers installation and service for residential, commercial, and industrial. Cosby is located at 10 College Street in Mount Vernon, just off Route 3. Cosby Heating and Cooling, 740-393-4328. That's 393-HEAT. Cosby Heating and Cooling, Ohio license ID number 21057.
WNZR thanks Paul and Barb Eddy for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Gage misses the second free throw out of the timeout, 90-79. Lourdes hits a three by McComb as he came off the bench after the timeout, and it's 90-82. So Lourdes is like, we're not going to go away that quietly. So with 20 seconds left, MVNU will, it's a 30-second timeout. WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partner for tonight's game, Buffalo Wild Wings. And we got extra tonight.
Yeah, and tell you what, how interesting this game was throughout the first 40 minutes. 5 more minutes was just too good, honestly. Can't complain about an overtime here.
Well, and the other thing is, and we talked about this, you got to give a ton of credit to Lourdes because they just shot lights out. And they controlled the pace down the stretch. They didn't let MVNU get up and down the floor like they like to. Coleman came down, controlled the tempo. He and Snow controlled the tempo in guard play, but mostly Coleman. And that allowed Lourdes to maintain the lead. But it was Knox hitting that big three to tie it. Snow missing the one that could have won it in regulation. And then Jevin just going crazy in the overtime with 4 straight free throws and then a three to score 7 straight points. And Mount Vernon took control of this basketball game. Another timeout, 20 seconds left, 90-82. Mount Vernon leads Lourdes. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back on the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
WNZR thanks Fredericktown Chevrolet for supporting our coverage of Cougar Sports. Fredericktown Chevrolet is located at 109 Bollinger Drive in Fredericktown. They have new Chevrolet cars and trucks, plus Freddie Ready and GM certified used cars and trucks. Fredericktown Chevrolet is a GM certified service, parts, and collision center. Their phone number is 740-694-6015, and their website is freddychevy.com. WNZR thanks Fredericktown Chevrolet for supporting the Cougars on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
This is Milton Gage. Keep it locked right here for more Cougar basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
20 seconds left in overtime. Mount Vernon 90, Lourdes 82. Cougar basketball on WNZR and WNZR.TV. And again, fantastic performance by the Cougars, especially their junior, Jevin Knox. Preseason All-American. Phenomenal finish for him in this basketball game tonight as Lourdes McComb quickly fouls Jacob Paul. So with 19 seconds left, Lourdes is going to try to milk this for all it's worth. 2 free throws for Mount Vernon. So if Jacob can knock down these 2, we'll see how things go from there. But Jevin Knox again leading the way tonight. He just checked back into the game. He's got 27 points. Again, scored 17 straight for the Cougars. As Jacob Paul makes the first free throw.
And for Lourdes, this one's going to hurt, assuming that the final score is going to hold up in favor of MVNU. But you have a lot of good opponents coming up. You competed well with St. Francis and MVNU, 2 top 25 teams from the Crossroads.
Oh, they've got a lot to look forward to. They should have a good season. If they can keep their guys healthy, they're going to be really good. Paul made both free throws, by the way, making it 92-82. And then a collision at half court and an effort for the ball And Coach Dennis Hobson calls a timeout for Lourdes. We're going to keep it here. So looking forward to what's up next. Tuesday night, MVNU goes to Rio Grande. That's a 7 o'clock tip. We'll have that one on WNZR radio and the streaming audio here at WNZR.tv. So you can listen to that one with us from Rio Grande. Then tomorrow here on WNZR.tv, women's game as they play Carlo. Lady Cougars won tonight. They moved to 5-0 on the season. Pre-game at 12:45, tip-off at 1 o'clock. Then tomorrow at 5, we've got the Crossroads League quarterfinals in volleyball. MVNU versus Taylor. 5 o'clock with the pregame at about 4:50. And after tonight, I'm going to have to get a good night's sleep, my friend.
Me too. Me too, trust me.
Because this one has been a fantastically played game. Now, the final score is going to be a little bit of a bubble, but this game is an overtime game, and it was a really hotly contested game down the stretch as Lourdes led by 1 at halftime and maintain that lead. But it was the Cougars. Jeva Knox going a little bit crazy offensively to open this game up. Snow drives baseline against Jones, gets the bucket to go. And a foul on Paul, so 10 seconds left. Dennis Hobson, the head coach of Lourdes, the same Dennis Hobson as the all-time career leading scorer at Ohio State University, played in the NBA, was a first-round draft pick of the Chicago Bulls, played for the Sacramento Kings for a while. Still a legend for the Scarlet and Gray, and now he's coaching the Gray Wolves. He's from Toledo originally. Jacob Paul at the free throw line, misses the first. JP tonight with 17, and has done all this with 4 fouls, mind you.
Yeah, and he's been very disciplined since picking up that 3rd foul. Knowing what's on the line, he's really played well.
18 for Jacob Paul. McComb will take a shot with 5 seconds left and make it for Lourdes. 4 seconds left. Jacob Paul will just, why? We're going to have more free throws.
Too little, too late, Lourdes.
Yep, 93-87 is our score. And Jacob Paul's back at the free throw line. He's got 18 points on the night. Picked up 2 fouls in the first half, picked up a couple of quicker ones, sat out. Milton Gage came in and played some great minutes for Mount Vernon. First free throw good for the senior. He's got 19. Second free throw for JP. Count it. And that's going to do it from Ariel Arena. Mount Vernon wins 95-87 in overtime. The Cougars with 21 points in the overtime, and Lourdes got 13. And there's your ball game. We will come back with the post-game show and talk to Coach Jared Renee next on 90.9 FM and WNZR.tv.
Mount Vernon Nazarene University basketball on WNZR is made possible in part by support from
Fredericktown Chevrolet, the Mount Vernon Grand Hotel,
Blue Ball Body and Frame,
Wendy's of Mount Vernon,
Cosby Heating and Cooling,
CES Credit Union,
G.R. Smith Hardware, Knox Community Hospital, Valley ATV, Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehab,
Ohio Rental, and Pond Tire Company. Stay tuned for the post-game show on the Voice of the Cougars, 90.9 FM and WNZR.tv.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our national champion partners for today's game. Thanks to Wendy's, the Mount Vernon Grand Hotel, Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, First Knox National Bank, Domino's Pizza, Dave's Cosmic Subs, Pepsi, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Thanks to Mount Vernon GM, Knox County Health Department, and Knox County Community Health Center, Marco's Pizza, and The Joint.
Thanks to our All-American partners for their support. Thanks to the Beaumont Salon Spa, the Comfort Inn of Mount Vernon, Critchfield and Johnston Attorneys, CrossFit 1808, Griffin Insurance, Mortallero McDonald's, Revere Roofing Company, and Richland Seal Coating Company.
WNZR joins MVNU Athletics to thank our conference champion partners for their support. Thanks to Options Plus Furniture, the People's Bank of Gambier, Newark Road location, Smith Heisler Meats, Staples, Brian Howe, DDS Family Dentistry, Dr. Richard and Teresa York, New Directions, Ohio corporate photographer Terry Thurston, and Amato's Wood-Fired Pizza. We also thank our gold champion partners for their support. Thanks to John's Plumbing and Heating, Buckingham Electric, Holmes Tire, Ron and Margaret Billow, and McDaniel CPA.
It's time for the Cougar Basketball Postgame Show on WNZR. The postgame show is brought to you in part by CES Credit Union, Ohio Rental, Fredericktown Chevrolet, the Mount Vernon Grand Hotel,
Valley ATV, Cosby Heating and Cooling,
Pond Tire Company,
Blue Ball Body and Frame, Knox Community Hospital,
Wendy's of Mount Vernon,
Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehab,
and GR Smith Hardware. This is 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Welcome back to Ariel Arena. Final score, MVNU 95, Lourdes 87 in overtime. Joe Reinhardt is standing by with Coach Renee. Joe, take it away.
All right, Colin, thank you. Coach, congratulations, a great win tonight. I know broadcasters love overtime games. Sometimes coaches don't love them so much, but you guys really battled back because Lourdes just shot it lights out and held you at bay all night, but you came back.
Yeah, Lord, they got a terrific team. They really do. Coach Hobson does a really nice job. They're really talented at multiple positions, and it was a good win. We really couldn't get things going. The pace was kind of at their pace. They were kind of going to shot clock actions there most of the second half, but we were able to find our ways there at the end of regulation, and in overtime, we're able to separate a little bit.
Big plays down the stretch by a lot of guys. Jacob Paul plays with 4 fouls and just, runs the offense like he always does. Austin Jones with 2 big blocks down the stretch when they were trying to ice the game. And then what can you say about Jevin Knox? I know you don't like to talk about individual guys, but, man, he scored 17 straight points for you tonight, including the one that sent it to OT.
Yeah, he, obviously got a really, really good look there late and was able to knock it down. He plays for those moments. Yeah. He likes those moments, and we obviously like putting him in position to make plays in those moments. And I thought it was just a great effort down the stretch. And, obviously we're going to take a look at film and hopefully get better from this.
The thing about Jevin is they did such a good job on him. How were you able to come out of that timeout and get him to where he needed to be to hit that tray?
Well, it was just kind of a misdirection type action, and that we run a lot, and we were able to. Austin Jones set a terrific screen. It was set up by obviously Jacob's drive, and did a really, really nice job. Jacob made a nice pass, and Jevin made a nice shot.
Yeah. It's fun to watch games like this, and again, you give Lourdes a lot of credit. They played St. Francis tough. They played you tough. They're going to have a nice year. Now you guys turn your focus to this weekend, relaxing a little bit. Now you get ready for Rio Grande on Tuesday night on the road.
Yeah, another tough road matchup. Rio's got a really nice team this year, and hopefully we head down south and play well down there in gym.
Fans tonight were awesome, again, on a Friday night, and I know we're looking forward to next week. Tuesday night, Friday night should be a lot of fun. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
Coach Jared Renee with us here on the postgame show, and again, Mount Vernon wins it in overtime. Colin and I will be back to wrap it up on WNZR.TV. And we're back at Ariel Arena, where tonight the Cougars conquer the Gray Wolves of Lourdes, 95-87 in overtime, as MVNU dramatically ties it in regulation on a 3-ball by Jevin Knox. And then they're able to send it to overtime after a missed shot by Snow that could have won it. And Jevin Knox, over the course of the end of regulation and the overtime, scores 17 straight points to give the Cougars the win. But again, like we talked about with Coach, that couldn't have happened without his teammates. So this is still a team game. One guy had the night of his life, right? In a 10-minute span. However, it's a team game. You think about the blocks by Jones. You think about the play by Paul with 4 fouls. Milton Gage coming in when Jacob was in foul trouble, keeping Mount Vernon in the game. And then you think about Lourdes. They were red hot from the field. We thought eventually they might cool off. They just happened to cool off in the overtime.
Yeah, it was the wrong time to cool off, Joe. As it didn't even look like it was just bad looks in the overtime. They just didn't sink. A lot of them rattled around, in and outs, and it just wasn't going to happen for them tonight. But I just want to point out that Jevin Knox did get the opportunities from his teammates setting screens and good passes and all this, and he took them 5 for 6 from 3.
Yeah.
To add to that 27 points. That is tremendous. A great night that Jevin Knox will never forget.
Let's run down some of the final numbers for the Cougars. They shot 50% from the field. And in the second half and overtime, they shot 63% from 3. 7 of 11 in the second half from 3. That was a big part of the game. 75% from the free throw line. Lourdes shot 48% from the game. Now, in the second half, after shooting 58% in the first, they only shot 39% combined in the second half in the overtime. Scoring-wise, for Lourdes, Cliff Snow with 16, Little Anderson with 14, Kenny Coleman and Julian Egbo 11 apiece. Sterling Hopkins had 8. For the Cougars, Jevin Knox 27, Jacob Paul 20 points, also 3 assists in the game. And again, did a lot of that with 4 fouls. Isaac White had 14 points, and Alex Johnson, I thought, had a great game tonight. 12 points, 7 rebounds, and I thought had just a really phenomenal game. Milton Gage had 6 assists. Austin Jones had 7 points and 9 rebounds, plus 2 blocks, and just a total team effort by the Cougars. And they pulled one out tonight that honestly Lourdes looked like they were going to steal.
Yeah, and you brought up Alex Johnson. Give a lot of credit to him because he was not intimidated by the size, the length of this Lourdes team, and he went at them, and he really took it on the chin, got physical, and got some good points, got some good rebounds. And also another thing I want to point out, the difference in scoring between the first half and second half shows that both coaching staffs did a tremendous job adjusting defensively, as 46-45 in the first half. Lourdes outscored MVNU by 1, and then MVNU outscored Lourdes by 1. In the second half, 29-28. That's a huge difference. So credit to both coaching staffs for that.
And Lourdes did a good job on the boards. They out-rebounded Mount Vernon 40-30. And so great game tonight. Lourdes, I think, has a good season ahead of them for Coach Hobson. He's got some very talented guys on that team, and the schedule they've played will have them ready to play in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. So again, the Cougars win it. Final score again in overtime, 95-87. Big thanks to Coach Renee for being with us in pregame, halftime, and postgame. Thanks to our sports information director, John Lockridge, Matt McKenzie, and Alex Stewart. From our athletic department, of course, big deal, Paul McNeil, doing all the prizes and doing the free throw shoot for the Hungry tonight. Sponsored by Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehab, money benefiting Food for the Hungry and Knox Needs, which is our campus effort here. And, of course, Jackson Yoder back in the studios. Marcy Reinhart for being with us at halftime with Jevin Knox on Cougar Conversations. And our video crew, Caleb Potts, Zoe Bricker. Where'd Zoe go? She disappeared. Okay. Luke Bailey, Hannah Radke, Ben Alexander, Jessica Shaw, Emily Porter directing, and Lexi Merritt on graphics. Tomorrow we'll do it all again. 12:45 women's game. Tip-off 1 o'clock. And then, of course, we'll have the volleyball quarterfinals in the Crossroads League, MVNU and Taylor, starting at 5 o'clock with pregame at 4:50. For Colin Bashnagel, I'm Joe Reinhart. Thanks for joining us. The Cougars win it in overtime and improve to 4-0 on this season. Our next men's broadcast Tuesday night on the road at Rio Grande, 7 o'clock. The audio here at WNZR.TV and 90.9 FM WNZR. I hope you have a great lacrosse scrimmage tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks for listening. Have a great night. God bless.
The Cougar Basketball Post-Game Show on WNZR has been brought to you in part by
Mohican Sports Medicine and Rehab,
Pond Tire Company, Wendy's of Mount Vernon, Fredericktown Chevrolet, Ohio Rental,
G.R. Smith Hardware,
the Mount Vernon Grand Hotel, CES Credit Union,
Knox Community Hospital, Blue Ball Body and Frame, Valley ATV,
and Cosby Heating and Cooling. Thanks for listening to Mount Vernon Nazarene University Basketball on 90.9 FM and WNZR.TV.
Thanks for dropping in here for a change.
The station that can change your day and maybe even change your life.
The Lifeline, WNZR Mount Vernon.